time tomorrow, voters from coast to coast will be heading certainly to the polls to cast their ballots in election 2016. But did you know that there are certain rules, really in etiquettes, that you kind of need to abide by? Joining me now is political campaign strategist John Daigle at Daigle Creative. Thank you for being here, John. Jen. It's always good to see you.
See you again.
You know, this is just one of those, well, first of all, I think you would agree that this election cycle is like nothing, quite frankly, that we've ever seen before. And normally one would think you would not need to discuss etiquette. But considering what has been said, you know, by both of these candidates, quite frankly, you know, it's probably not a bad idea to address it.
It's been an amazingly emotional experience, no matter which side you're on or what role you play in this thing. I've never seen passions and emotions as high, and I've been doing races for over 25 years.
And so. I think that's a nice way to put what some of the things that we've seen, quite frankly, right? Okay, so let's talk a little bit about today, for example. You are working for one campaign or another.
Yeah.
You know, you're out maybe waving signs. Is there an etiquette there on how you should behave?
It's Mondays before elections are a tough time. I mean, you've got your volunteers are passionate. They're looking. They want to do anything they can to kind of get you past that finish line. Campaign sign waving ends up being one of the few things you can do at this point in a race. I mean, there are still people out canvassing and going door to door, but really, a lot of people find themselves on the side of the road waving signs, and there certainly are do's and don'ts. You know, you want to be emotional, you want to be connected, you don't want to look bored or tired or be on your cell phone while you're waving signs. You want to try to make a connection with those who are passing by, acknowledge those who honk at you, try to not respond to any of the negative signals that you're bound to get while you're out there. I think it's important to wear appropriate etiquette. I mean, to wear clothing.
Yeah, right.
You know, you want to be in a campaign T-shirt or something that's appropriate for that kind of work.
And as a driver, you want to be appropriate too.
You do. I mean, I've seen accidents happen because of people who want to make a gesture or do something to express their opinions. The people, you may have strong opinions, but keep in mind the people on that side of the road waving signs are people, and they're out there as most of the time volunteers. So I think, doing anything really ugly at someone waving signs doesn't accomplish much.
We do live in this democratic society because there is something called free speech.
Absolutely.
I mean, the reality is, let's just appreciate the fact that everyone's going to have a different opinion.
Certainly. And it doesn't do any good to harm someone or insult someone who's on the side of the road.
So let's talk a little bit about tomorrow. I mean, there are certain things that you can and can't do also tomorrow when you're going to vote.
Absolutely. I mean, there are a lot of regulations about what you can do at the polling places. Florida law says within 100 feet of the entrance to a polling place, campaigning activities are essentially outlawed. That includes everything from even talking to someone and asking them their opinion. You can't do any polling. You can wear a shirt or a hat or something saying what candidate you support, but that's about the extent. Any kind of contact between a campaign supporter and other voters near that polling place or in that polling place is very prohibited.
It's interesting too, and taking pictures and selfies also is not allowed inside either. I know a lot in this.
There's been some. I mean, I think there's some recent legal back and forth about whether or not taking a selfie. But I know I saw in your segment before, and I think the safest thing is to do is leave your camera or your phone in your pocket.
Just to make everybody comfortable, certainly.
Sure.
So there are other races other than for president.
Oh, absolutely.
Even though it's been lost a little bit in coverage and whatnot, just in terms of everybody's been polarized by obviously the presidential candidate. And remember that, I mean, educate yourself, correct? Leading into tomorrow.
There are. I think if you're voting tomorrow, I mean, what I always did, I'm an early voter now, but I think anytime the night before you vote, you ought to go through and look. There are a lot of amendments on the ballot. There are local races. There's a lot of important local issues that you may or may not be aware of. So I would encourage everyone to spend some time tonight on whatever website they want to use or whatever source they want to use to make sure they understand what's on the ballot before they go into voting tomorrow.
A very important point, and we have an entire voter's guide, in fact, on newsforjax.com that can walk you through that process. Just a reminder. John, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Jen.
Appreciate it. I know you're going to have a very busy night tomorrow as well. So we have made some changes also we'd like to point out to the News4Jax app ahead of Election Day. It's really to make it a better experience for you when getting results and updates from our team. We're expecting the first results to come in, just a few minutes after 7 o'clock tomorrow. So if you already have the app, go to your app store and update it to the latest version so you can get those up-to-the-minute results. If you don't have the app, we do invite you to download it. It is free. Just search WJXT in your app store.